Soundbar.
Okay. Here I'm just looking at everything. Oh, jeez. Sorry. Here I was so proud of myself for having everything set up. Ugh.
I was proud of you.
Right? I did it. I just forgot. Okay, so you guys, I wanted to start this video. I wanted to start this video because not only do I think it just has a really, really inspirational message, but it really fits in with what should be on Facebook and on our social media. So, that being said,
For years I would struggle. Most of the time when I upload a video, I have questions about my hands. Truth is, I can't move them, open them, or close them. And it's all because 10 years ago I became a tetraplegic after a car accident. So to be able to do my makeup good enough to show you guys is a massive achievement for me. This is how it used to be for me. I was depressed. For years I would struggle. My arms were weak, and I didn't know how I could use my what seemed useless hands. I wanted the world to still see Jordan, even though I became a tetraplegic. I lost a lot, and I didn't want to lose my identity too. Being the girl in the wheelchair wasn't my plan, so I didn't want people to see just the chair. It was so hard, but the perseverance was so worth it in the end. If only I knew back then. Tears would fall. Frustration would drive me crazy. I wouldn't leave the house because I would drop mascara on my face and down my clothes and just wonder, why me? Why me? But I persevered, and I am happy with how my useless hands help me enhance my face each day. It's insane how much we grow with the challenges we face. Each day I learn more. Each day my blending improves, and each day my eyeliner becomes less of a challenge, even though there still are those days where I think, There are so many struggles in my life. I mean, I can't dress myself or do my own hair, so to be able to do my own makeup is my thing. In this video, I show you things I would normally edit out, like I use my mouth to help me with my brushes. It may be weird, but it's my way. Like contouring and highlighting teaches us, where there is darkness, there is always light. That is the same with life. No matter what hardship you're going through, know that even in the darkest times, there will always be a light shining brighter. I don't know what you're going through right now, but know that each day is worth living. Know that you are worth so much. Know that you're amazing. I have many challenges right now, and my injury is just one of them. But I know that life will get better. My hands haven't been able to move in 10 years, but I've taught myself a new way of doing my makeup. So if something is standing in your way, maybe it means trying a different way. Explore your options. The obvious route may not always be for you. I hope you can apply this video into your life somehow, and that it inspires you no matter your situation. You guys inspire me every day, so I hope this is a little way of saying thank you. Showing the vulnerable you isn't always easy, but know that you're amazing and you are so beautiful no matter what. Just always be yourself and believe in yourself. What prompted me to do this video was how people leave comments on my videos about my hands. And, you know, people on social media sometimes say things without thinking, and sometimes it hurts. So next time you ask someone a sensitive question or leave a negative comment, just think about how it may affect their day. Always spread positivity and be kind. Life is far too short to waste it with negativity. So I hope you have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for watching. Get out there in the world and push yourself. We only have one life, so love the life that you live.
Ramo.
All right, guys. Hey, how's it going?
Staring right at us. Okay.
So what I like about that video, that's the first time I've seen it actually, but speaks volumes to how you're presenting your life to the world. Because we're not just, it's not just our personal lives on Facebook anymore, it's our business on Facebook now. So I think of it this way. If I go to my hairdresser tells me about her boyfriend cheating on her with her best friend and got her pregnant and now she's gonna kick him out. And she goes into this big long dramatic story about all of her personal business. I don't wanna sit in her chair and listen to that, right? So think about when you're going on social media and you're thinking about posting something when you're really mad or you're really sad or whatever, you can still post about it. Just think about how you're presenting it to people. Maybe post about how maybe this upsets you, but you know what? You know that the silver lining is this. Or thank goodness I've got my inbox family to be there for me in a time of need. It's really detrimental to your business. I know distributors in this business on some of these teams actually who their business just fell apart because all they were about was drama on their Facebook. And nobody wanted to buy from them. And people were actually posting on their Facebook, I would never buy from you because 5 minutes ago you were just posting about your dramatic crap. And now you're trying to sell me something. I would never buy something from you. So just think about that. It's really something to be conscious about for sure. What I'm going to be going over is a little bit of what to post, but more so how to post it. When we were doing the video or the trainings with Barry this year, we did a lot of just kind of behind the scenes, hanging out, talking, collaborating, sharing tips and tricks. And I found out from talking to a lot of people that common terms that I thought were common weren't so common for a lot of people. Like when I told, I think it was you actually, I told you to put a filter on the picture.
Yeah, I know.
And she was like, I don't know what that is. And it shocked me because I put a filter on all of my pictures. So when I started asking around in the group, okay, well, hey, do you know how to put a filter on your picture? I got really stares. So I thought maybe this would be something really great for everybody to kind of get a little bit of the detail training. So who uses Instagram in here? Oh, that's good. Okay. How do you like it? Like, raise your hand if you like using Instagram. It makes you really happy, and you feel like it works for you. That's good. Like,
Well, I think it works okay.
Okay.
For me.
Okay. So, do you know how to do a direct message on Instagram?
No.
Now it
Yes, okay. All we need is one no. Okay, so basically, if you pull up your Instagram, everybody pull it up. So, first thing that you should see when you open your Instagram is the highlighted piece of that center icon at the bottom looks like a camera, right? So, it's a little misleading because it's highlighted. What you really want to look for is under the home button, see the little house on the left? That blue line at the bottom is telling you that that's the page that you're on. That's the tab that you're using right now. Okay, so this is your home page. Your home page is your news feed. Everybody that you follow, this is what they're posting. Kind of like on Facebook, right? Your friends together. What's that? Yeah, just when you first open it. Yeah, so if you scroll, you can see other people's. So the heart,
through it before.
the heart underneath your picture is when you tap it, it lights up red. That's liking your picture. Or you can just double tap your picture and it does the same thing.
Say that again?
The heart underneath their picture. If you tap the heart one time, it turns red, and that means you liked it. Okay. Or you can double tap the actual photo, and it'll have a heart kind of highlight, like pop up. You see how that works? Double tap it fast. Oh, got it. Okay. So even if you're super, super busy that day and you only have like 5 seconds to take a look at Instagram and post like one picture, go through and double tap 10 photos, right? Like something, do something to get some sort of interaction going. Double tapping 10 photos does not take that long. So just, I go to every single, I don't even care what it is. I don't even look at the picture. I don't even look at who's posting it. I'm just liking their pictures. Unless, of course, it's super appropriate and I go and follow them. Some people on Instagram are really crazy. The little bubble next to the heart is where you click to comment on their photo. Now, the thing about that is, let's say you comment on someone's photo, and then another person comments on their photo, and you want to comment to that second person. Does that make sense? You want to kind of address what that person said, or maybe someone comments on your picture. You have to use the @ symbol and then their handle name and then your message to them, or they won't see it. So let's say I post a picture on Instagram, and Tennessee, you comment on there and say, oh my gosh, that's an awesome before and after picture, I want that. If I go on there and just
add comments go first, right?
Yes, that's to post the comment. So you comment and say, I want that. And I want to comment back to you and tell you, I'm going to DM you. DM means direct message, so it's the same as a private message on Facebook. If I say that to you, what?
That makes sense now from that post. I'm like, what's DM?
Okay. If I just say, okay, I'll DM you, you're not going to see that. I have to say, @ Tennessee, whatever your handle name is, I'll DM you. Because that sends a notification to you that I've commented back. So it's not like a Facebook where everybody gets a notification. So that's something to really think about when you're trying to interact with people in comments. Very important to address them by their handle name, and you always have to use the @ symbol first. And don't put a space in between. So it's @ like my handle name is Desmeralda.
Okay, I got a question about that. Those ones are all hashtags.
What about hashtags?
So those are all hashtags of the comments. So what's the @ symbol?
The @
I know
symbol
what
is,
it is, but what's the difference in what they're doing?
so a hashtag we'll go over later, but that's more or less tracking something that's trending. The @ symbol is what you use when you're using someone's name. So if you want to say something to me, you say @Desmeralda. I want you to sell me, I want to buy this from you so that I see it.
Hashtag is categorized, right?
Yes, hashtag is more or less putting things into categories, and we'll talk about that.
And your hashtags are remembered.
So,
They are. So you only have to do it.
any questions about
Sure.
comments? How to leave
See
them,
if I
how
was
to
gonna
respond
post
to
it
them?
again.
That'll be next, yes. But I've seen some people, I go through threads all the time, and I see people talking, and they think they're talking to somebody. And then they go, oh, well, that person never got back to me. That person never saw that you were talking to them because you didn't use their handle name. So their username. So that's super important to remember. So you're also on this homepage that we're on. At the top right corner, do you see that little box? Little white looking square funky thing? Next to the word Instagram?
Yeah.
Jenny, are you following? Because you have a weird look on your face.
Well, okay, so when you go to leave I know, but when you go to leave somebody a message, and you have to remember their handle, like,
If you're commenting on their photo, they will get that first notification.
okay,
But if somebody else says something and you want to talk to that person,
then you have to
then you
remember.
have to say that you have to put their name in, because if you comment
What's
right
the
underneath
easiest way
them,
you
it
do
won't
that?
tell them.
Okay, what's the easiest way you do that then? Because like, I'm having to flip back and forth and,
Jot it down. I don't know. Sometimes I have to.
but then will
write
it
down.
save it for later?
Your phone might. Like your phone might automatically
Like I
save it,
responded.
yes. It doesn't look like it, because when you click on their name, it goes to their profile. The question was if you could click and copy and paste for those of
No, you cannot.
and no, you can't.
Okay, wait a second now. You're under somebody and you're having a conversation and you don't care who you're talking to in that conversation. Under somebody, you still gotta do at.
No, like if you're still just addressing the person that posted the photo, you're fine. It's only when you want to address somebody new in the thread.
So I just put awesome under the thousand of it cheerleaders, which I still haven't totally in love with them, but you know, anyway.
They're gonna get a notification that says, so-and-so commented on your photo.
Okay, so that's
Yes,
the thing to do.
because it's their
Because
photo.
it's just a general quote.
Right.
If I wanted to go to one of them directly, that's when that thing would jigger and their name.
Right,
Got it.
exactly. Perfect, okay. Anybody else? Yes, it's kind of like the tagging. Yes, that's a good, thank you for using that word. It's like tagging them, so that they get the notification.
Perfect.
Thank you.
So can you add somebody to a conversation doing that? Like
Yes.
You
Yes.
sure can.
Yes, Tennessee's especially for you on the street.
Holy crap, Tennessee's gonna be getting us all.
Tennessee just asked if you can tag somebody in a conversation, so if someone comments on my photo and I want Holly to see it, I can do @Paul's3197, I think is what her handle is, and she'll be able to see it. She'll get a notification. So,
But I want it.
so still on the homepage, that little square at the top right-hand corner, that's your inbox. Also your outbox, I guess. So click that, and see how it says direct at the top? That's your direct message. So there's a little plus symbol at the top right. And then anytime you direct message somebody, you have to send them a photo. No, non-negotiable. If you're following up, let's say Jenny likes my hair, skin, nails post, I'm gonna take that same picture and send it to her as a direct message to remind her that this is the picture that you liked. Hey, thanks so much for leaving some love on my photo. Have you ever tried any of my It Works products, or have you ever heard of It Works, or do you want to go to URL, however you want to approach that first intro. So you have to pick your photo first, okay? Pick your photo.
So wait, how?
Instagram now has this cool new thing where you can resize the photo. Sometimes your photos are a little bit, they crop them because they only allow one format.
We love that update from this
Okay,
weekend.
you asked me, when you said indirect message, like, when you said what was right
That, what does it say? Send from the-
Again, I have a new phone, so I'm really handicapped right now. I don't know, that's what I mean, it doesn't show like to take a picture first.
Are you following me?
Follow them down, they're not doing very good right now.
It's
Actually. Oh my gosh, wait a second. Hold on. Things are happening. Okay, so
Yes.
I take it back a little bit. newer versions of Instagram, which I don't have yet.
Dang it!
And I guess Tennessee
You were
does.
supposed to update, young lady.
No, everything's updated. I already checked my software. It's just not on my phone yet. Yes.
Little arrow man. I don't remember ever seeing that. I love the other shirt. What does it do?
So they just did a huge update this last
Instagram just
weekend
did an update,
for
yeah.
video and any size pictures. I posted some information on both Diamond Seekers and Total Body as far as what the update was and how it's going to benefit you.
And it's only on phone phones at this time. So if you're following along and you see something different, say something in our, are we live streaming?
Yep.
Say something in our chat to Nicole, because she can see you guys, or show me. Because Tennessee just showed me that when she hits the ad, I don't know, can they see this? Can you see this on the screen right now?
Come a little closer.
The little plus sign.
Come down. There you go.
When I hit it, it just brings up my pictures. But Tennessee has the option to either send a message by itself or send photo and video.
Leave it to me to be awesome.
So you can. Yours is probably just that. That's how mine is. So you just you can try, but I don't know if it'll work. I think it's your platform.
Have you updated your own device
Because I tried to
recently?
update my device, and my device said it was already up to date.
Hers is really weird, way
If-
different.
So this is what you're
So-
talking about.
Yes. So now you aren't gonna have to send a picture if you don't want to.
But it's
it's
helpful.
good,
I think it's helpful.
And that's something that Jenny just brought up a good point. Even though some of you might have the option to just send a message, send the picture anyway. Instagram is all about pictures. It's all about the visual. Very little text involved. So use a
All day,
picture.
right?
Yeah.
So with her, when she does the plus, it's
Yes.
the 3, it just goes right there. Beautiful. It's so nice.
See, like I'm sending this to a beach body girl.
Oh, so you
You
go
just
right there.
pick one of those and then hit the arrow.
Right. Your videos down right there. and then
Yeah.
you-
Right.
I can send it to any of them that I want to.
Exactly.
So, for those of us that still have the old version, or
I have the
even
new one.
once you choose, huh?
I have the new one.
You all. Once you choose your photo to share, you hit the arrow at the top right is always what's going to take you to your next screen. So always be looking for that.
So pick one of those people right there.
The arrow in the top right corner will always tell you which screen.
No,
That's
just
where you
back
go
out.
to the next screen. So hit the top, that box in there. So you now hit plus.
Did you get it?
So that arrow right there, so if you get back into the post and the arrow takes you to the next screen.
So this is like.
So the next screen is going to be your edit screen. This is where those crazy things called filters exist.
Wait, where are you at again?
We're on the next screen. So we picked our picture or our video and we went to the next screen and this is our edit option. Now you can leave it how it is if you want, or you can scroll left and right and you can choose black and white or all these other crazy names of filters to make it look. So like if you're taking a morning with my greens picture and you haven't put on your makeup or done your hair yet, you might want to put a filter on that. And then you don't feel so crazy about posting it on the internet for everybody to see.
Would you recommend using on that?
And it's really just, I will sometimes just kind of click through and look at what it'll change it if you click on a different
Which
filter.
filter makes me look like I have size D boobs?
Well, there's no double D filter as
There's
of
an app
yet,
for that.
but maybe. So you can also adjust the brightness. So there's a little like sun looking icon above the filters.
Oh, you look
And
tan
you can-
yesterday. Look at that.
Right, there you go.
Tan,
Give me a tan,
girl.
girl. Or you can go to, if you want to get real crazy about it and you're really great at editing photos, you can hit the little wrench icon and it'll give you fades and highlights and shadowing and things like that. That's for more advanced people. I think we should probably start with filters and we'll work up to the other stuff later. But it is an option. If you want to play with it, it's totally, I mean, what are you going to do? You can always delete the picture later. So once you've decided what filter you want to use, you hit the arrow again.
Say that back up. Where were you at?
So once you pick the filter, hit the arrow to move to the next screen at the top right.
Oh, we're going backward.
And this is where you write your message to them. So, hey, so-and-so, thanks so much for liking my photo.
That's where you do the ad.
Nope, this is a direct message, so you do not have to put their name in there. You do have to put their name in the to section. See what it says to? You gotta put their name in there. And you can search it by actual name or by if you remember or wrote down.
Oh, I can put their real name in.
In this one, yes. In the direct message, yes.
I think I lost
You can put their real name.
I'm on regular message.
Go to home. Go to your box, add, photo.
I'm not doing Kimberly. Oh, it went right to a person. It don't give me a photo. It don't go to photo, remember? It goes to people. No. It
Should have been able to choose it. Okay. So once you write your message to them,
Oh, so the max you can
you
do is
pick the
15
person
people.
that you're going to be sending it to.
That's good to know.
Actually, you're always my default go-to person. Yes, ma'am.
So the maximum that you can send a photo message to, on the new one, you can send it to multiple people at the same time, is 15.
That's good to know. So new version of Instagram, you can send your photo to up to 15 people at a time.
So I just spammed
However,
energy drinks to 15 people.
are those people, when they respond, is that coming to everybody or just you?
Comes
You know?
comes to me.
Okay, so,
Because I did something similar to that on the
Yes.
creating a group.
right,
And then no one knew what the heck the other person was.
so did you hear what Tammy said? She did that, but it created a group.
Yeah.
And then she was like, everybody was talking
Everybody
at
was kind of
once.
wondering what, you know?
You did it on the new version or you did it on the older
Well,
version?
on the old version.
Okay.
this-
So the
this
new
is
version's different,
Okay.
and it basically sends the same message to 15 people.
Individual.
Right.
Cool.
That's handy.
I was just, I looked at it. Oh, okay.
I have no idea what you just said.
So right now we're choosing the person to send the photo to.
Okay.
So we see where it says to
So see,
under the photo.
that's who it all went to. Each one of them with that same
Okay.
individual on the same photo.
Oh, I can see all the, oh my
Yeah.
goodness. My team is gonna hate
And
it.
actually, you know what, mine is allowed me to check on the right
Yep.
side. Okay.
Do you want to show it on up close on the video, or you want me to show it?
Can you see it? Oh, here we go. Is it focusing? Sorry, guys. Okay, so that little green arrow or green check mark next to Ashley's name, I can go down the list to choose more people.
Once you send it,
Will it not reach?
then you'll have a list of people that you have sent it to, and they each get the individual message.
Ooh, very nice. Okay, perfect.
Got the picture, I chose who I wanted to give it to.
So now when I hit,
I'll wait. I think I'm working ahead.
I just want to make sure I can still send an actual message to them.
Yeah.
On top of it.
So,
I
yes,
sent a
there should
message.
be right a caption
Oh,
next to the photo.
But you, okay. I still want to send it.
It
Where
won't
did it go?
It won't send until you hit the arrow at the top.
I did hit the arrow at the top. I want to be able to send her a message. I'll just send it.
Anybody else over here? Everybody following along? Everybody's good?
Yes,
Are you actually
out
using your
front.
phone?
Yes.
Are you have your phone out? Jeff, do you know how to send a direct message? Do you even know what I just said? Love you guys.
Can you feel the generation gap widening?
Hello, Judy, you're like 6 months older than me.
You look younger.
You're younger than me.
Hold on, pause guys, sorry. I don't mean to keep running away.
Let me just clarify that right now.
Okay, so
You're like a baby to me.
So they thought you might figure out the stuff. I guess how you did that.
Oh, so- Alright, so then, and
then
then
you are
slowly.
I think
Check your heart. Where you feel great. Yeah.
I'm working on pretty hard to straighten it.
we can't take you anywhere. How many nights am I here now? You should hook me up. Film Jenny at the end of the night.
And now,
Oh, this is allowing me, it's asking me if I.
What else do you need?
It's not hers, it's like.
I'll school you later. Okay,
I'm so confused. Hey, she sent me a group thing, I can't find it, that's not what I sent the group thing.
go ahead. Okay, so if you receive a message, let's say someone sent one to you or they reply to the one you just
My
sent.
juice.
If you're on your home screen, your little box at the top that you clicked before should have a little number 1 or number 2 or however many messages you have. It'll have a little number next to it. So you have to go back to that box and it'll pull up a list of all of your messages that you've sent before.
I don't have my number, I don't know what you're talking about.
So can you tell if they've seen them? Like on Facebook, how their little
Yes.
picture goes under it?
Yeah,
Okay.
it will tell you, right?
So on this one,
It
Their-
actually will say, like, listen, I'm sending you
their
a message right now.
picture will
Light
start
up.
like, yeah, it will start like,
I sent her one thing, I'm on the I have one that hasn't seen it, I can still click on it.
I've read my,
It's not blue.
my pictures now. By color.
Sorry.
Oh, my picture is off.
Where on the first one, they haven't read theirs yet.
Right. T-Mobile.
Same AT&T, and I call them inside the group.
So,
Oh, it's weird, right? Instantly.
like,
We're in a twilight zone.
Yeah.
But I was able to see that.
So where would I see it?
Because
Sorry
you
for
sent
those
your
of you that
message
are watching.
later.
We're just trying to make
You
sure
want to send it to
everybody's
one person, right?
Yeah.
This is
I
exactly
didn't
what
want to
this
spam a
training's
bunch
for,
of
so
people
please
till I
don't feel bad. Like, this is why I said we should do this, because
Yeah.
people need this, so it's gonna take, we're gonna be going slow, sorry. Not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
Hashtag, see, must be a good one. So even though we're kind of having a couple kinks here and there with a couple different things, the general idea of sending a direct message is, if you have the old version, you have to send them a picture. It will make you send them one. It's not something you have to remember. It will automatically pull up your picture options. If you have the new version, it will pop up with asking you, do you want to send a message or do you want to send a photo or video? So you have that choice.
That's the question.
Yes, ma'am.
Is there a purpose behind doing that versus just sending them a text
From
with a
3
picture?
viewers to 1 viewer to 2.
Well, you don't have their phone number yet, dear. They just liked your photo.
Oh, okay, these are strangers, because I was gonna grab.
Yes, this is we're talking. So we're talking about this is
Your
you
business.
truly being a stalker.
This is a business building thing.
That's right. So
In my video,
Tennessee's
my
question
team
was,
always
can't I just
said-
send them a text message? Yes.
Okay.
So essentially, what I like to do on Instagram is get right down to the bottom of business and get their phone number so I can move to text messaging. Because DMing on Instagram, I don't think anybody likes to do, honestly. It's really just about
Some phones
watching the
won't send
photos.
notice for it. Thank you.
yeah, it's really just about what's trending, who's doing cool stuff, who's lost a bunch of weight, who's, you know,
So if
that kind of
somebody's
thing.
liking my local friend and I don't know them, I click on them, send them that direct message and ask them if they're interested in it.
Don't click on them, go to your direct
That's in your
message box. So
juice.
you wanna write down, so the question was, if somebody likes my photo, can I just click on their name? You wanna write down their name,
Hold on.
and then
Oh,
go
that was
directly to
good.
your box and start by sending them the photo and putting their
And
name
if
in.
they would say, so you like my.
Yeah, so it's not like Facebook where I can go to your page and I can send a message from your page. That's not how Instagram works. Instagram, you have to send everything from that inbox.
Okay.
an outbox.
And that's how you
Direct message. So it's like a private. So that is how you start the conversation with somebody. So, do you want to hear about how often you should post on Instagram and what works really well?
Yes. Of course we do.
Every 2 hours, you want to post 3 things, one right after the other, back to back. I know. And if you can't do every 2, whatever works for you, every 4, whatever. Set up an alarm on your phone. Like, do it right now when we're talking about it.
But we're
If
not
you don't
doing
know how to
all it works posts, right?
Right. If you don't know how to put, an alarm on your phone, that's a whole other training, and you're gonna have to like consult your user manual. Sweet, whatever that
Okay.
is. It's not a
I like that one
right now.
This is strangers and energy.
There you go.
And I'm gonna talk about this. We'll come back.
Hey now.
Okay, let's remember to.
Hey now.
Hey, Tennessee and Jeff.
Yeah.
Sorry, if it's really loud back
Send it to the
there,
principal.
if it's really loud back there, people can't hear it on the next.
Because we're having too much fun.
I know. So I'll just be mindful. Okay. I don't get a drink? What's this about?
Just water.
There
I
you go.
know. Where's mine at? So. I lost my train of thought. What was I talking about?
Every 2 hours.
Every 2 hours,
Post 3 things.
we're posting inspiration or motivation. So a picture of something that says something really cool about life and how to get through it. Business, before and after preferred, because that's what people like to see. Like, showing them a can of energy is really fun, but that's cool because we're doing a promotion right now, so do that. If you have a promotion, always post a promotion. But if you don't, before and after pictures are really important. And then a personal life post. So what you're doing that day, what you're doing that minute, what you're doing that hour, selfies, 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 selfies. If you don't like taking selfies yet,
You will.
start liking
Become
And then you'll be
like
sick of it.
selfie land.
It is just, listen, you're doing, you're not doing it because you're trying to be hip or cool or whatever. You're doing it because you're trying to appeal to what is happening now. And that's what's happening now. People are selfieing their lives away.
I already got 3 responses
So
back.
That doesn't sound like a
Nicole,
positive thing.
now listen, I'm not saying like selfie everything you do. But if you want to build up a,
You're sitting on a pot.
yeah, please don't selfie yourself.
Please
Like,
do not tell Dawn that.
no,
This is
don't.
what a regular does to you.
So, you know, like right now, who here has already posted a selfie of us being at training?
I did Facebook, but
I did on Facebook.
Okay, like 4 people. You put it on Facebook. Whatever you're putting on Facebook, put it on Instagram. It's why not?
But not
right?
both. Not the same picture for both, I heard.
Yeah, I do sometimes. It
Sometimes.
Sometimes I'll do like I'll mix it up. So what I post on Facebook in the morning, I'll post it at night on Instagram. I'll mix it up. I don't always do it back to back every time. It just depends on what I'm posting. Motivational, I think, yeah, why not? Because so many different people follow me on Instagram versus what's on Facebook. Some people overlap, but I have a lot of people from like the UK that are on my Instagram that I don't have on my
questions about
Facebook.
that. Can you overpost on Instagram and second, should we be following all our It Works people?
No,
What do you mean?
no one knows. Okay, so the question was, can we overpost on Instagram? The answer is no. People, there are so many people constantly posting on Instagram that your stuff is drowning if you're not putting it up there really often, which is why we have that 2-hour tip that we got from somebody in the business that recruited 31 DTs in a month because this is what he did for the whole entire month, every 2 hours.
That's kind of what they were saying on that, the social media. Social media. But I have a question. If you're posting every 2 hours for your pictures, so these, like I have, I don't know. Do you go back and delete some of them? So
No, it's not.
What do we see on there?
Yeah, no, I don't ever delete anything that I've posted, unless it was a mistake, because that would be.
On Instagram?
Yeah, or Facebook.
So it's not like a Periscope, it's not a 24 hour, it's Instagram stay there forever.
Oh yeah, it's a feed, so it saves, it's almost like your Facebook albums, where we can see your photos that you posted 5 years ago. Same thing with Instagram, it will just keep going.
Okay, and then what about following you?
What about what? We'll get to that.
Can we visit too many? 2 years ago.
We'll talk about that.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so the personal, motivational, and business posts every 2 hours if you can. What I do is I go through, like, if I have downtime and I'm just scrolling through Facebook or Instagram and I see something motivational, I save it to my phone right away because I know that in a couple hours I'm gonna need something to use. So I'm constantly, like, my phone has zero memory half the time and I do eventually go back and delete them from my phone. If I know I've used it on Facebook and Instagram, I'll go delete it from Instagram.
What will you delete from Instagram and Facebook?
No, from my phone itself.
Hey.
If I posted it on Facebook and Instagram, like a motivational post, I'll go through and clean it out. Because as I'm scrolling through and I'm looking at everybody else's posts for the day, I'm saving their motivational stuff for later to repost. So my phone gets kind of clogged up. And I don't have any space to download new apps. Like
So there's an app called Everalbum.
okay,
Ever
great.
Album.
We're gonna get educated by your phone real quick.
There's an app called Everalbum.
Everalbum.
Everalbum. It is a cloud for your photos and videos. It's free for photos. You do have to pay for space for video,
That's awesome.
but it uploads over Wi-Fi, and then you free your phone space. Everalbum.
So
I'll take a screenshot.
album. So your photo album.
I'm gonna post it right now.
Nicole's gonna post it in our group. So I highly listen. I have like, I don't even know how many gigs I have on my internal memory on my phone. A lot, and it's full, and it's because of it works. And I have SD cards. I have like 4 that are full.
This way you won't have to.
So that's really nice because I don't like to pay for cloud space. It's expensive.
I don't even know where the cloud is. I think it's
It's in space.
It's like
It's a satellite.
It's a space where we store information.
It's the government.
So it's something it is something I do not have in my brain.
No, you
We'll
don't.
talk about Everalbum. I'll one-on-one with you on that. Okay. So.
Yep.
Search. So when you see your little home bar at the bottom there, the little bar with all those icons, the search bar or the search button, hit that.
That's the one I got then.
This is where you search for keywords. You search for hashtags. You search for people on this search option. Here's what you want to search for hashtags. Let's say I haven't had a hair, skin, nails customer in a while, and I'm posting hair, skin, nails posts, but no one's paying attention. I go on and I search for the hashtag hate my short hair.
You don't have to.
So what it does is it brings up anybody who's ever hashtagged I hate my short hair.
What? Yeah.
So all it'll do is do it. Do it, everybody else.
She's freaking out.
No spaces, all one word, hashtag and the words, all one space. Yes. Yes.
Search, the whole
Please
search
use the
thing.
hashtag
Yeah, the whole
search
search thing kind of
where
works.
you want it to
Oh, so
fill.
you can
Yes.
change it where the
So
word-
guess what? You click on that picture and it'll
So do
tell you
your
what that
hashtag.
person said about their hair. Oh my
Then do
gosh, I
your-
cut my hair. What was I
I hate
thinking?
my hair, or I hate my
Can't
short
wait for
hair.
my hair to grow back.
Hate my short
Blah, blah,
hair.
blah, blah, blah. Now, what you don't want to do not comment on that photo and say, I got something that'll help you. Nobody wants to be spammed like that.
Oh, 13,000.
You want to follow
1,300.
that person. Because
Snag the first one.
a pretty,
You got 1,300 people to work with.
a pretty well followed rule of thumb on Instagram is if someone follows you, you follow them back. Follow for a follow. A lot of people will do that to you.
But
However, there is an app called Crowdfire. that you can
They use
download.
different ones.
And what it does is it keeps track of people who you follow that aren't following you back.
Followers does the same thing.
Okay, and there's one that's called Followers that does the same thing. So what you do is you open that app.
For Instagram.
Yes, just for Instagram. You open that app up after and you'll have to set it up same thing for Instagram. But if you have that on your phone, it's very simple. And if you need help, just call me and I'll walk you through it.
I'll call you.
I use different ones than she does. So.
It says like, oh, look at all these people that are not following you back. You're following them, but they're not following you. Well, what do you need those people for, right? Now, I don't clean mine out that often
You I do mine every
because
day.
I'm really not super worried about how many people are not following me back because I have a lot of followers. Does that make sense? Like I'm not super picky if they don't follow me back.
When you say you have a lot of followers, how many is that? That's them.
Oh, me? I don't have a whole lot. Let me see. I started with like 20 when I first started the business. Let me see.
I've got over 1,500.
I thought I had a lot and I got 83.
I use 3 apps.
Almost
I
900.
use 3 separate apps to enhance my code.
Oh my god.
See, and here's my thing. I just
I'm
go
a
in.
digital person. You know this.
I just go, so Nicole just said that she has 3 different apps that she uses to enhance her followers. She is a very tech savvy person. And
I'm
that,
going to Nicole's for a bump.
that stuff all makes sense to her. And if you want to learn how to do that, because that's really
Yeah, we
something
can do
you
some
have,
one-on-one.
Like, if you have a serious goal in mind to get thousands of followers on Instagram, talk with her. I know that she'll sit with you and she'll help you.
I have another question. I'm curious if you know how many Holly has.
Holly has, I believe,
5,000.
You can look Holly up on
5,200.
Is it that
I
something?
think
Yeah,
so.
yeah,
It'll show how many followers you have.
I didn't know that.
I have 200.
Yeah.
And I've only posted 19
Holly has
pictures.
Woo!
4,404 followers.
And she uses some of the same apps that I do because I gave them to her.
Yeah, you do have to, Kim's question was when you're going through the hashtag search and you pick someone's photo that had that hashtag, do you have to go into each individual photo, go into their profile and follow them? Yes. However, if you just want to do 10 people that hour or that 2 hours or whatever, it really won't take that long. And think about all the time that you spend, I don't know, waiting in the doctor's office, waiting for the kids to get out of school at the curb, waiting for your laundry to be done, and you're taking a break and you're sitting down and kind of put your feet up. I mean, even if it's 5 minutes, 5 minutes of going through a hashtag list and following people is a lot of people to follow. So just think about, even I hear a lot of people say, don't have
So do
time.
my kids.
For a motivational post.
We have an alarm set over here. We got to put in a motivational post on social
You have
media.
an
So
alarm
everybody
for
knows
it
what we're
too?
talking about.
Yes, because I
So-
don't remember.
So set alarms for yourselves. I have an alarm for every 2 hours. When it goes off, I go in, bam, bam, bam. I do 3 quick posts. Here's the thing. Here's what makes posting quick on Instagram. You don't have to put a big old long description on there. People won't even read it half the time.
So your maximum that you can have, just so you're aware, of followers is 7,000.
Okay? So 7,000 followers is the maximum amount that you can have, by the way. So now we're going to talk about posting, because we're going to talk about that.
I
So,
need to ask you a quick though, Desiree, I apologize.
no, you're fine.
When you've done the hashtag and you click on this person and you go to follow them, there's like 3 people that come up that have, give you the option to follow.
Yeah.
What is your opinion on
Follow them.
this? Just
Heck yeah.
okay.
You can go into just pick a random person, type in like a random common name. And go into a person's profile and go to their followers. So when you pull up their profile, see how mine has like my picture, how many posts I've had, how many followers I have. Click on that number that says how many followers. These are all the people that are following me. Go into that list for that person and click and follow. Now, Instagram will limit how many people you can follow in an hour. It's like 59 or 60 or something like that. So per hour. So just go in and boom. I have been trying to be a little bit more conscious about like groups. Like there's people that have Instagram accounts for like people with beards or redheaded people or whatever. Like I don't want them following me, so I don't really care enough to follow them unless I really want to look at people with beards, which sometimes maybe I do. I don't need to follow them. So just try to make sure that it's an actual person.
I have to ask you a question. I'll totally forget. You do not have to answer right now, but I will forget. Okay, every time, sometimes. I like that question.
Every time, sometimes. Okay.
I click on somebody to follow them. It says requested and it's private. Should you be doing that?
Well, when you hit it and it pulls up requested, that means that that person has a private profile, and they will get a notification that says you want to follow them, and they either approve or deny it.
But do we want to do that? Is it really?
Yep, we're gonna go over that.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, because I totally see that all the time, and I'm not private at all.
Yes. So, in another rule of thumb for It Works is like if you try to follow me and I deny your request, please don't get mad.
When I see
I don't approve other It Works people to follow me on Facebook, on Instagram. I just don't.
I get thousands of people from other teams.
Instagram.
Those are the same thing.
Like opportunity, like me. I don't follow any It Works people.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's what I'm saying. So don't follow people on It Works on Instagram unless if you're new and you don't know what the heck you're doing, follow your upline. Your upline. You can. Yeah. You can unfollow if you already are. If it's just a few,
like a
it's not a big
credit
deal. Don't make it a habit to follow your feed because you want nonstop It Works posts anyway.
Well, there's a pop-up on your feed for other people to see. That's why.
No, not for other people to see. No. Only what you post goes out. But when you're on your homepage and you're scrolling through and all you're seeing is people posting for It Works, like how boring is that? I don't want to see all that. I don't want to like their pictures and make them look more popular, right? So.
Is there also something to
Yes. Yep. So.
Are you gonna tell us how to make private? Sorry, I got kicked out of class all the time.
Well, you're gonna get okay. So posting. Let's go over posting first, and then we'll go over profile information, which includes making it private. Okay. Posting. So I want to post something on Instagram. Is everybody ready? Hit the camera button. So now I can either take a video, I can take a photo, or I hit my gallery and I can pick from my photos that are already on my phone.
Just go for it.
So I hit the center button. It either gives me my gallery, I can take a photo, or I can take a video.
You're not smiling.
You
look like an idiot.
Interesting. Do you have an iPhone? Interesting. So everybody take a selfie and post it on Instagram.
I don't wanna.
Right? Yeah.
I don't wanna.
What filter would you like?
Frick
If
sake.
you're at home, take a picture, like, take a selfie of you in your mirror, like we in the background.
I don't
Take a selfie
like
together.
selfies. It's like I don't like videos.
There we go.
Oh, go to photo.
So I don't do selfies.
Yeah, there you go. Yep. What?
She's so peach.
I don't think it worked.
Oh, it did. Yeah, it worked.
Do you have to put hashtags on it?
Yes.
So that's a yes.
Always put at least 3 hashtags. It's easy. Hashtag It Works Adventure. Hashtag training. Hashtag. And try to make it simple too. If you're trying to think of a hashtag like you can't think of one, think of something super simple.
It will remember your hashtags, so it's easy to pull up.
Hashtag Sylvian Adventure on everything we do, right under Adventure.
That's fine.
So what I was doing, and let me know if I'm doing it wrong, but like even in the context of what I'm doing, like something blah, 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 success, I'll do a hashtag success and then continue with blah, 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 blah in your life, but hashtag life. Is that okay?
You can hashtag in the middle of your text, yes.
And it's like fires, you know.
It's a little more traditional to do it at the end,
Right.
but
either way, as long as it's hashtag and then immediately followed by no spaces,
Right.
it'll still hashtag it. If that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah. It'll still pull up in searches. It'll still have the same effect.
It's Instagram for dummies.
So, you can also click on a hashtag. If somebody else has posted something and they put a ton of hashtags and it was one that you wanted to maybe see, like, here's one right now, single mom problems. So then, you know, it's a bunch of babies and whatever, but you can click the hashtag, it'll take you right to the search options.
Stretch mark. I do have to make another comment about the hashtag. Sorry, dude.
No, you're fine, you're fine.
Anyways, I do check some of my newer hashtags because I clicked on them and they've been extremely inappropriate. Oh, we're talking about seeing shots, you know, oh yeah. And then
On
they
Instagram?
on Instagram, no, Instagram. So if you have a new word that you're hashtagging or phrase or something, go ahead and click on it to see what pictures have been posted on that. Because you may not want to have something in the and or and somewhere. That's what I have found on something that's totally.
And I bet I know the number one thing that you're talking about that happens. Are you talking about on mine?
Oh, no, not on.
Oh,
No,
okay.
if I do a hashtag on you know, hashtag with phrase, I don't even know what they are.
Right. So what Tammy was saying was when you're hashtagging, keep in mind what you think other people might be hashtagging that with. So, like I hashtag a lot of times I hashtag ginger. I have never actually searched the hashtag ginger. I'm a little scared right now to do that
Yeah.
because that might end up having some
Holly did
inappropriate
it.
things.
Holly did that.
So-
I told her about it. She started looking at her hashtag.
That's funny. So check your hashtags first if you have one that you think might be a little bit too universal. Yes. You right what you want, right? Team no sleep. Yes. Yes, and get creative with it. Like, you know, when we're talking about energy, like she was saying, team no sleep, hashtag team no sleep, or hashtag energy drink. Do you know how many different energy drinks are probably coming up with that hashtag? But who cares? Let's flood Instagram with pictures of energy instead of Red Bull,
Can you
right?
save a picture from Instagram?
Yes. Screenshot.
You can screenshot it. Right now, I actually have, there's a new option next to the comments bubble. There's a little arrow that looks kind of crooked under a picture. That's sending it to somebody, and you can only send it to someone on Instagram, so you can't text it or Facebook it, but you can send it to somebody directly. So if you want to share a photo to somebody on Instagram, you can do that. But if you like a picture on Instagram, you have to screenshot it, and then you have to crop it later and then use it. I always admit cropping it. I always say to crop it, but. Does everybody know how to take a screenshot on their phone?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes? Okay, good. If you don't at home, it's your home button and your power button at the same time. Or, probably not a good example.
For mine, I'm just dragging hands across it.
What?
Now watch.
Well, fancy phones over here. Just drag your hands across it. That's crazy.
She has it set.
Mine probably does that too, and I just don't know. So, I do my home button and my power button, I push them together at the same time. Oh, no, I probably just don't. Okay. So, posting, sorry, we're getting back to that. Okay, it's the same as a direct message, really. Same process as a direct message. You're just sending it to your followers instead of a direct message. And if anybody has any more questions about that, you can. So your profile, the little picture of the little dude in the bottom right-hand corner. Click on that.
Wait, I have one more question. It's a little short, quick one, I swear. When you like people's stuff, does it come up more like Facebook so people can see it more?
That's why I say, don't.
No, but if someone's scrolling through and they see your picture and you have like 1,000 likes, they're like, "Ooh, what is this?" And they're gonna stop and look at it. That's kind of what likes are. So, are you on your profile? Okay, so on your profile, in your description, if you have one, do not mention it works. Do not mention it works.
Do not mention It Works. Don't mention wraps. Don't mention anything to do with It Works.
What did yours say?
My profile says it.
Mine has a lot of emojis, and it says, happy, strong, single mama, free, queen of cakes, karaoke, loving the
Mine
life,
actually says it
retreat.
works. I'm sure.
Where did you put that
I
It
make
says it
cakes.
works later.
I do specialty cakes.
at? Did you put it right there?
So-
All I have is my name.
Okay, if you only have your name, that means your bio isn't filled out yet. So go to see the three little dots at the top right hand corner.
Is this an open? I don't think so.
Everybody, that's a little menu.
Yes, yeah, it works in mine.
Oh, I can't touch it right now.
So why? would you-
Actually, I'm sorry. That's
Totally
what you do. And then your profile is where you go to do your bio. I apologize. So go to your person, your little
I can't remember my
hit
website.
edit profile.
Nobody's ever called me.
I put my hashtag, always has my phone number in it.
I do not put my It Works
So, like-
website on there either. I put my Facebook on there.
It won't let you put your website on
Yeah,
there.
because
It
it's
will,
powered
it
by
will not let
Facebook.
you submit a picture.
It will, actually, it will.
Some people that have it.
Your GoDaddy should work, but it's powered by Facebook.
It actually will.
I mean, anything that
It
I
won't
try
let
to
you-
comment
it
on
will
or
let you.
follow
Yeah,
with somebody.
it
It wouldn't let me do it because my website was on there because
No.
Facebook owns Instagram.
Nope, because if you go to
It
follow,
would actually let you do that
if
before,
somebody
but you
gets a
have to pay for
notification
your
that says
Instagram to do that.
Tennessee Raps
Right.
wants to follow you, they're gonna be like,
Right.
oh, another rat person, because we're all over the place.
I
I know,
do,
but
it
but
texts
if
me
they
now
click
with my
on you
phone
and
number.
find out who you are and they can
Yeah.
see your bio, they're not gonna follow you back.
Why?
You want people to follow you back. Now, once they follow you, they'll be able to start seeing your posts and they'll figure it out eventually. But half the time, people just kind of ignore
Like
it.
in my description on
Eventually, they see
mine,
it so much they start actually
it
looking at it.
says it works
So
later.
you don't
That's
want
my
that
very
to be
first
that
My
first
name
thing
is
that
not
they
it.
see. They want to see that you're a real person.
But where you
What about my picture with my It Works shirt on? Is that-
Yep, your
I'd be
picture with
taking
your
it
It Works shirt on is totally fine. Just don't be blasting It Works everywhere. They're gonna think you're scamming them. Keep your profile private. The way you do that is that little menu. the
She's
three
trying
dot
to
menu,
avoid you getting blocked by people. is what
And you
she's
go
trying to do.
to private account under account. And make sure that that is blue. Private account. Okay,
only have
that
29
means that
posts.
you're
Get
gonna
posted,
get
girl.
notifications that
I
say,
have like
so-and-so wants to follow you,
175.
so-and-so wants to follow you, so-and-so wants to follow you.
Why are we doing that one?
Because you don't want people to see all your It Works pictures. So if you're not following me, and I'm not following you, and you go into my profile, you're not gonna see anything other than my picture and my description.
I know, but why don't I want people to see that?
You do, you just don't want them to see all your photos.
Because
You
it
don't-
makes people curious, and they're like, oh, I want to see who this person is.
We don't want people to know your It Works until they're already following
If they
you.
already see all your pictures, why are you doing it? It's like being on a date,
Yeah.
and not getting makeup the first time.
All right,
Okay.
all right, Tennessee's on board. So,
All I gotta say.
okay, the last thing is the little heart conversation bubble to the right of your camera button. That is going to show you your activity first. See how it says you at the top in blue? That's your activity. Anything you've liked, anything you've commented on, any person that you like to follow. And then it has your follow requests at the top. So like I have 4 follow requests just from messing around tonight. So I can either check mark them yes, or I can say X amount no.
Okay, where are you at? I just looked at all of them and I didn't see nothing like that.
The little bubble with the heart in it at the bottom.
Okay.
Following or you?
Okay, so under you, that is your activity. What you like, what you comment, and what follow requests you have. Under following, if you click on that, anybody you're following, it's going to categorize what they're doing. They liked this many photos. They commented on this many photos.
And it's not necessarily just your photos, it's anybody's.
Anything they did, that's their activity. So you can like stalk someone and be like, oh, what kind of stuff do they like? You know? I mean, and honestly, it might sound kind of weird. You don't want to do that to every single person, but if you're targeting someone and you talk to them a couple times and they're like, come on, and you just want to get to know them a little bit, start a relation, a connection with them, that's a good way to start a conversation. So, okay. Let me make sure. I think that's. Oh, so another thing that I like to hashtag for. One of my goals on my dream board is to have an international team in Europe. So I will hashtag search, hashtag Europe, hashtag UK, hashtag France, hashtag whatever. And I will go into those people and I'll look, even if they don't even speak English, I don't care. There's translator apps and there's ways for them to, they might know English and they only post in French, I don't know. So I go in and I follow those people too. I try to get a lot of international followers. So that's another thing that I use is for DT prospects. Okay, so that's like the basics of Instagram. Does anybody feel like they learned something new or they figured something else out that they didn't know before and they feel a little bit better? Yes. Does everybody promise that they'll try to post on Instagram more? Yes. But mostly get more followers. So go follow people, go like their stuff, go comment on their stuff. People love it on Instagram when you're talking to them, I promise. So, you can? You don't have to. Eventually, they might have that Crowdfire active, and if they find out you're not following them, they might eventually get rid of you.
Yeah, no. I'm friends with
Yeah.
him. No, I'm just friends with him, so I don't know.
Kim is bringing up your follower versus following. Kimberly, sorry. Kimberly. That's okay, because I have to think about that. So, your ratio, following versus followers. Is everybody listening? Yes. You don't want to have twice as many people that you're following versus people that are following you. You want to have more people following you if you can than you're following. Because really, you're not on Instagram to be on Instagram. You're on Instagram to have people see your business. So you want to try and use that Crowdfire. I would suggest using the Crowdfire.
2 weeks, that's pretty.
It's not bad though. I mean, if you've only been building up for 2 weeks and you already have 700 followers, it's awesome. So, if you see your numbers getting really off balance, use your Crowdfire app to go in and unfollow people that are not following you. And that will kind of clear people out so you can start building back up again. Crowdfire. Write it down. Are you taking notes? I told you to take notes.
Crowdfunding.
Careful and note. Where's your husband? He said he wanted a printout. I was gonna make him a printout. I better be on there. It's on this. All right. Okay, so I was supposed to go through a lot of other stuff, but we're kind of running out of. I don't want to go too far over, so I'm gonna try and pick through some really important things that I have on here. Oh, so while we're talking about posting on Facebook, does anybody know what the 3-3 rule is?
I just posted it.
Yes, we talked about this a little bit in the group this last week. 3-3 rule. 3 personal posts, 3 before and after posts every single day. So not just business, but before and after posts. At minimum. You can do more if you want. I mean, if people don't care. There's times when we're doing a promotion or it's the end of the month and I'm just putting it all over and I'm not really caring what my ratio is. And if people want to unfollow me, whatever. I'm making new friends on Facebook all the time. You should be adding followers and people on Facebook as friends every single day. At least 5. And that's like a low number. So please be doing that. Yes.
So I find myself that when I do a lot of friend requests, and then I receive a lot of them, they've accepted, that I lose track of my people that I'm already trying to follow. And so
that's why we're talking about Facebook lists.
I have 700 Facebook friends, and I don't see but maybe 10 people.
Aubrey, how many Facebook
So
friends do
you
that?
need to be writing this next part down. So you can put your phone down for a second, or maybe make notes in your phone if you need that, or borrow some paper.
Because she's maxed. So Facebook friends. She's got 5,000.
No. All I use it for is going through and deleting things who don't follow me. So I don't. So if you're having trouble with keeping track of your Facebook friends,
Except how many friends do you have on Facebook?
I just wanna make sure it's quiet enough for the guys at home. Right? So if you're following, if you feel like you're adding a lot of friends on Facebook, which is awesome, please keep doing that. And you feel like you're losing track and you're not seeing as many posts as you used to from the people that you used to, like Tammy was saying, you need to start making lists. So you have to initially, you have to set up your lists on a computer. You cannot do it from your phone when you start. Once you have the list established, which is just creating the name, you can add people from your phone. No problem. Yes, that's why I have a piece of paper. So, we find it. Okay, so when you're looking at your Facebook page, let's say you just go facebook.com and log in. Your feed is in the middle. On the left-hand side, it starts listing like your events and your messages, and it has all these categories, your groups that you're a part of, etc. Right? There's a category called friends. Next to the word friends is the word more. Click on that. Once you get to the next screen, you can either,
I don't see that. I'm so sorry.
you can't see it on your phone.
Oh, wait.
You have to do this from a computer.
Do we want to pull it up? Here, I can show them up
Oh,
here.
yes. Ooh, yes. I'm so excited.
You can kill the light.
Yay. Okay. Here we go. Okay.
Hold on,
So-
let me see.
Over on the left, right? More.
Oh, see when I hover? And then it goes
Hover,
more.
Okay. Now, Jimmy already has a prospecting list up here. You can call it whatever you want. If you don't, these ones here are what Facebook has already created for you based on your activity. So you can leave those, you don't really have to mess with them. If you're creating a new one, hit create list. Name it whatever you want, so maybe potential
Possible
LTs or potential DTs.
Sandra, what's this list for again?
This is for sorting your
This
friends.
is for you to work on.
On
For
Facebook.
your specific posts.
Facebook?
Yes. But
I'll
it has
show
to be
you.
done
I'll show
something,
you. It'll come full circle. Tennessee, it'll come full circle, just watch.
but it'll help.
So, skip this next part where it says who would you like to add to the list, just for now. Create. Awesome. Add friends to list. Boom, you just start clicking on people. Who do you want in that list? Click on their name. Or click on their picture. Let's
I
see.
want to actually make it good, so
Yeah,
give me a
make it good.
second.
Are these people that, can people see
We
this
got this
list?
information
Nope.
from Amber
No,
Parker, by the way.
it's just a few.
We got this
So see
information
how
from
now
Amber
there's a check
Parker.
mark and it's highlighted in blue, this person is now going to be added to the list. You can do as many as you want, because everybody at once in this window.
So what is this screen called?
Here,
This particular one? Can
I
we
got
step
something
back
for you.
one step?
You're gonna
Yes.
love.
Oh, it's cute.
Can you close this window, Jenny?
Yes.
Sorry.
So we need to skip the, who would you like to have?
Right, and then just hit create.
This is Amber.
It'll have a blue button that says create, so you
No, I
hit
send it
that.
to you.
And it will bring up this window. And it'll basically say, you have nobody in this group and you have no posts yet.
Okay.
So you hit the add friends to list. And that's when it brings up and it loads your entire friends list. So you're gonna click on the people you wanna add. When you're done, you click finish. You can also use this for removing later too. Say they were on your potential LC list or potential DT list, but now they are an LC or they are a DT. You can swap them out, you can take this out. So the purpose for this, there are two purposes for this. One is when you are posting, obviously, you know how it'll ask you, especially on your phone. Now, I noticed in the new Facebook update for me, it'll say, who do you want to see this? Right? And it goes by default whatever you normally use. Mine right now is like friends or whatever.
Public, friends, friends of
Public,
friends.
Close family, blah, blah, blah. If you click that box, it will pull up all of your different lists, and you can click on potential LCs. Or let's say you have a list that is LCs, they're already loyal customers. We could be using that right this second for our 24-hour energy sale. And we only want our LCs to see that, right? Because it's not for new LCs, it's for current LCs. So that is a way to target specific people. If we're having, like, when we do the extra box of wraps when you sign up, potential DT list, right? So you can also, let's say you post something to potential DTs, but then you want other people to see it too. You can go to your newsfeed, find that, or go to your page, find that post, edit the privacy setting, and click a different list, and it'll show it to a whole different group of people. So if you feel like you posted something a while ago and it didn't really get a lot of hits, go back to it. Change only the privacy setting and see what happens. The other thing that I like about this is this. Jamie, I know you're working diligently on this list right now.
Want me to click finish?
Yes, please. If you are over here, go down. So click on friends. Click.
Oh, so sorry.
No, that's fine. So what she did is she clicked on her list that was called prospecting list. So now, all of this feed that comes up is only the people in that group. You're not going to see anybody else on Facebook except for those people that are in that
You
group.
guys, seriously, I can't tell you how
It's in
long
that
it's been
call I
since
just
I've
gave you.
actually seen a
Yeah.
post from that
Yes.
person
Yes.
or this person.
Yes. Okay. And
She
guess
was
what?
my very, 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 very first customer.
That's happening to them for you. They are not seeing you anymore either. Right?
You
So,
only see
this is why I
11%
use
of
this. I
your,
get in here, and when I need to interact with 10 people per day, I pick these 10 people, right? Or these 20 people. Because these are the people I want to see me. So I'm not going through and blindly liking some Joe Schmo, whatever, who I've talked to a million times and he's not interested. I'm interacting with people who might still be interested. So we need to choose who I'm targeting, who I'm interested in.
so here's a reminder for everybody. Facebook will only show you 11% of your active friends' feeds. Ever. That's
Which is
all it
why-
will ever show you.
So when you're thinking about one of your prospective LCs, they're only seeing 11% of their friends. Are you falling
Exactly.
into that? Maybe, maybe not. If you're actively on their Facebook, yes, probably.
On that note, I was told that if you go into their personal page and you click close friend, they will see everything, yes?
No, you.
They will
see
only
them
see-
more.
Yeah.
Okay, but they,
You'll
They
see
won't
them
see
more
you.
often, but they won't see you more often.
They have to make you a close friend in order for that to happen.
but if you start liking their stuff, you are actively seeing on theirs again.
Ridiculous.
It will increase the chances of you having on theirs, yes.
So the betterness is to do these.
So the good.
Your
what
lists
you wanna do
are
is
far
do
better
this.
than anything else.
Even if
Say
you forget,
no matter what.
Right.
even if you forget to edit your privacy when you're posting, let's say you've been posting all day, and you've just been posting it to all of your friends, and you forgot to put it to your potential LC, you can still go change that. Or you can just go into that little menu and get all of their feeds to pull up and just go interact
Do you
with
have a
them.
computer?
So that's what you don't have to
Yeah, all
interact
has to be
with.
done on a
That
computer.
is my favorite part about this, is the interaction part.
First up, I don't.
Do I have your phone number?
And it doesn't even show mine like that. Something popped up here.
You have to be on a computer. I don't know
I
if
am on my computer.
What's your number?
Okay.
I have a Wi-Fi connection.
Oh, okay.
Not here, but
I'll show you after.
I love you so much.
Okay, I'm gonna give you
So I wanted to
where
make
we
sure that
learned
people
all
heard
this
about
from.
it. We talked about Facebook
And-
this before, but we haven't really had a really good, like,
You must have
actual showing of it, so I'm glad we saw that. Are we getting any
This
questions
is
on the
from
chat
Amber
at all,
Parker.
or are we good? Nicole, are we
What?
okay on questions on the chat?
There aren't any questions coming up.
Okay, perfect. Okay. So, if you forget how to get to this spot later, message me on Facebook, and I have this written down. I'll send you a picture of it, or I'll type it out to you, or whatever. I wasn't going to pronounce, but. What? I'm not going to come do it on your computer for you, okay? Here's the thing. This is what I
It'll
wrote
take
this
you
today.
hours, no lie.
I wrote this really, really big right here. How much am I like that?
It will take you hours.
Okay. Consistency. I don't want you to be consistent for 2 weeks. I don't want you to be consistent for a month. I don't want you to be consistent for 1 week and then take 2 days and 3 days off and then be consistent for 4 days and then every single day. If all you can muster up is one business post, please do it. Because so many of my distributors personally will come to me and be like, this just isn't working. And I go to their Facebook page. I wouldn't be able to tell they were an It Works distributor for the life of me. Because they just don't post about it. I've had people come to me and say, I think I have friends that do this, but they don't really talk about it a lot, so I'm just going to buy from you. Okay, cool.
So when you're talking about business posts, are you talking about before and after, or
Anything.
Anything that
If you're desperate that day and you are just balls to the wall busy, girl, just put something up there about It Works. Brand yourself every single day. Consistency is so key. Yes.
If you are not on my list of potentials, do you see anything else that goes? Because she couldn't see any of my stuff at all until I added her to the list, so that she was having only on a different list. Like, can you change?
Okay, so you can put the same person on multiple lists. Number one, so you can let's say I go to your profile on Facebook, and I go into the spot that says friends, and it'll say, add the list or edit list or whatever. It'll give me like a check mark next to each list. But it should only be doing that if you're selecting.
But if you go to my page and look at my page right now, will you see all of my posts that go to the potential list? Because I don't have
Only
any
if
list.
you're on the list.
So say you were checking in on me, you wouldn't even see that I've been showing it.
Oh yeah, no. Okay, so your point is maybe I'm looking through to see if somebody's posting on It Works and I can't see it because I'm not on their potential list.
Right.
Okay. Yes, in that case that would be true. However, in the example I was using, that's not the case.
Oh.
So, but yes, you're right.
I was just making sure because she couldn't see anything, so she
Right.
was like, "What are you posting? I don't even know. I don't know what's
Right.
happening."
Yeah,
So-
and you can, if you follow certain, let's say you're following Amber Parker, you are probably not seeing a lot of business posts from her because she's not, if you're following her or you're friends with her and you're in the business, she's not putting you on her list.
Right.
Yeah, so that might be true. Also on Facebook, follow Mark Pentecost, Pam Sauter, It Works Global. Be following those, at least those three, Mike Patio,
Tammy Dempsey.
Tammy Dempsey, Pam Sauter, SOWTER.
Major Jones.
Who?
Major Jones.
Oh, Major Jones.
She's
The Duns, Stephanie Dunn.
Yeah, Josh and Stephanie, or Joel and Stephanie Dunn.
Joel and Stephanie Dunn. They're Black Diamonds, so I'm just saying.
They're the newest Black Diamonds, in fact.
Denise Walsh is Black Diamond also.
Okay, so I'm just saying, pick three, but make one a corporate one. Mark, Pam, It Works, something, because we do our High-Five 305 announcements,
Yeah.
when we do our halftime reports on the 15th of every month, when we do our first of the month videos, that's where those come from. And you could be the first one to see it and post it in your page. You can also go to the It Works Global page and they always have really cool stuff on there. I almost said the other word, but it's really cool, like recipes for what you can use profit for. Profit, whatever.
Profit.
I wanted to say both at the same time.
The It Works Australia New Zealand page has really cool graphics also that we don't get.
Oh, okay. Just like cool
Yeah, they
graphics
do.
on the Australian
I
one.
have a question.
Yes.
I'm sorry, and this is kind of go back to lists, but when, say you pull a distributor from your list,
Mhm.
how do you then remove them? Just go back to the list and.
Yep, go back to that same spot. So instead of create list, it'll ask you,
Edit list.
it won't say edit. I thought that's what it said before, but it's not. It is manage list.
Oh, gotcha.
And then that drop down menu will say edit. I don't know why they had to put that extra
We're
step.
gonna buy a mic on the 15th.
I have a question about there's one more thing really quick left. When we're talking about hashtags, I'm gonna go back to that for just a second. If it is Super Bowl Sunday,
Yeah.
World Series,
It's bad.
I don't know, what's coming up? Like Monday Night Football starting again. BSU games are coming up. Those things trend on social media. So let's say I want to put an energy post up and it's the middle of the Super Bowl. I'm gonna hashtag Super Bowl Sunday or hashtag, you know, Bronco Nation or hashtag whatever, because that's what's popular right now. So maybe somebody wants to go in, you know when you go into like your search option on Facebook now and it comes up with the trending stuff on the bottom underneath your people? Like, so go to your Facebook page or your Facebook app, and if you go to search at the top, that's where mine is, I don't know, maybe, or it won't work. Ah, I never saw that before. Hit search, and then under the people that you searched, go down and it says trending. So all these things are trending. So pick like a positive one.
Trending, you mean people are actually watching it.
That's what a lot of people are hashtagging or searching or posting about.
Sorry, where are you seeing which one?
Yeah, I'm lost.
So hit search. So from your homepage. Okay, so clear that out. So these are all the things that are trending right now.
Oh, can you read? Who wouldn't? But anyway.
So anyway, I'm just saying when you're hashtagging it works, blah, 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 it's fun. But throw in another popular hashtag of what's happening.
On Facebook and Instagram?
Yeah, okay, go for it. Okay.
Where?
Every like is a lead, same thing on Instagram that we talk about on Facebook. Every time someone likes your stuff, I go in and I talk to them about it anyway. A lot of times on Instagram, people are like, no, I just thought it was a cool picture. But I'll come back to them later. Maybe I'll give them a couple weeks. I'll be like, no, I know that you said that it was just a cool picture, but you've liked like three other ones.
Target beach body people.
Since then,
Saying,
good follow-ups. Oh, shoot, this is something I didn't print out. I'm gonna get with Jamie Dalton. I know she's watching.
she
I
is.
did a print out. She made this amazing task list for her power hours. Jamie has 3 jobs, tries her hardest to work this business, and she's so awesome, and she's such a great leader. She was actually the one that did our team call last night. And she made a task list of what she can do in an hour to help build her business. And let me tell you, it's amazing.
packed.
It is so cool. And listen, you're going to be sitting there for a solid hour, and you're going to be with your face in your phone or your computer for that whole hour. But if you only took that 1 hour every single day, I guarantee you it would boost your business. So yeah, what I'm trying to do is get us to put it as a file in the groups. That's what our goal is. So I'm going to get with Jamie and Holly and them and talk about doing that, because it is like phenomenal. Email if I just want to kind of give an example of things that are on her list.
I don't know what you said.
That's okay.
Well, we know 2 of her things on her list are post on Facebook, post on Instagram.
Well, and it's a little bit, the thing that I liked is that it's a little more specific than just like a random list of things, I guess.
Let me see if she's messaging me right now.
I know, right?
She has been.
She's not messaging me, so I don't know what. I don't know.
Because you're speaking.
So, she preps in inspirational before and after posts for the next day. She'll prep, a few of those to post. On Facebook, so she has a list specifically for Facebook, a list specifically for Instagram, things she's doing in her planner. Friend at least 100 people on Instagram, unfriend 100 people. Go through in like 20 to 30 people's posts. Do a search, do an Instagram search and friend or comment on at least 20 people's accounts. If a party post is out, send direct message to any comments on her business post. So she just has a very specific task list that I think even if you went through half of it in an hour, it'd be awesome. So in her planner, schedule private messages or direct messages to invite people to the next party, track them. I know for me, like if I'm busy and I'm seeing that people are liking my photos, and I'm like, I'll get back to them and I'll go in. I never do it. So she actually will write them down and track them and go in and look, okay, who do I need to message later? And she'll write that down. I know that sounds a little tedious, but I think a lot of us need that.
Boom.
Let's be honest. Yes.
Okay, I'm posting it now.
You're posting the document?
Yeah, I'm posting it now.
Okay, So Nicole's gonna post that because it's fantastic. And everybody go and tell Jamie thank you and good job for that. because-
Thanks, Jamie. She can hear you. She's on there.
She's on here. And if you guys have anything to add, if you find something that really works for you, you can message Nicole or myself or Jamie, we can get it edited and added in. Because we're always looking for different, share your ideas, guys. If it works for you, it's probably gonna work for other people. And we really need to help each other with this.
I
Yes.
like what Holly said the other day about putting on those things that, you know, a good photographer or whatever, and then going in and trending.
Yes, interactive posts are so important. So like, you know, where's your favorite tire shop in town? Like I just had a tire blowout, you know, recently.
And my red pill, blue pill was huge.
That was a really good one. She did like a mock.
I did a photo of a red pill and a blue pill. Take your pick. Would you like to go back in time and redo something in your life or have $1 billion?
Right.
Which would you prefer? I had 300 posts at the end of the day.
Okay, so that was my question right there.
And make those ones public. Do not be afraid to make some of your posts public. All of your motivational and inspirational stuff public. Because if you go to friend someone and they visit your page to go, who the heck is this person? They're seeing all this cool inspirational stuff. They're seeing all these cool interactive posts that ask these really kooky questions or whatever. So don't be afraid to put those things in public.
So if you're getting all those people seeing those posts and post something like that, what makes you think they're not seeing all your other stuff? I don't understand why we're separating them.
What do you mean?
I still don't get that.
Sorry.
It makes no sense to me. You're making lists so your friends don't have to see your work stuff. Okay, but I don't care. If they don't want to see it, they can unfriend me as far as I'm
Right, but if you are posting it to less people, more people are, I know that sounds weird, more people are seeing it. Like if you're posting it to 1,500 people.
I get like 300, almost everybody on my list will comment if I'm sad or something stupid that they should do. I'll get thousands of people on there. So what's the difference of them seeing that versus my
Here, can I, so Terry Anna created this list, right? She started putting people in it that she hadn't talked to about business yet. Suddenly, people are going, what is this? And it's people that she's been friends with for freaking decades. That still have never seen anything that she's posted about it works.
Do you want to know why?
Because you're only seeing 11%.
People, okay, so the conspiracy theorist comes out of me a little bit about this. Facebook does it on purpose.
Huh?
They know you're posting about your business. So your personal stuff that doesn't have any hashtags, that just says, man, what a crappy day, they're not gonna care about that. That's not flagging to them, you know? But they have moderators that go on and look at what people are posting. And you can have your profile locked down as hard as you want. Those moderators can see what you're posting. So they can manipulate who is seeing, yes, they can manipulate who's seeing it. Whether they want to admit it or not, they can. Really? Yes. So the lists are how we can try to overcome that a little bit. And it is a lot of work at the beginning when you like go in and you set it up and you like, yeah, I get it. But it's gonna make your life a lot simpler and quicker later. So take the time, time block, use your planner, time block. For half an hour, I'm gonna work on my list. For 15 minutes, I'm gonna work on my list. 10 minutes, I don't even care. Just do it.
Did you talk about how to change it once you're going to post?
Yes, we kind of did. So when you're going to make your post, so let's say I wanna go put a post up right now. And so what's on my mind? I can't navigate my Facebook now all of a sudden. Okay, so sorry, not sorry, streaming took forever. Smiley face. Okay, so now, Tennessee, I hit next after I update my status and it pops up and says, who can see this? I don't know if anybody can see. No, thank you. I don't know if I can see it on there.
Yeah.
Who can see this?
Sort of. You got to get closer for the white. More close. Real close. There you go. It's backwards, but yeah.
So you click on that, and then it asks you to pick Public, friends, only me. I don't know why you're posting things on Facebook for only you, but that's your thing.
If you're,
If
some people play games.
Maybe, potential LCs, potential DTs, I can click on those.
Send me a game request and you're out mine.
And
Boom.
you can also, guys, you
I ain't
can
got
also
time
do
for that.
this. Let's say you have a negative Nancy, okay? You got that one person or those 3 people that every time you put a business post up, they're like, and they're talking crap, right? You can go to the who can see this, and you can go to, where to go? Friends accept. When you click on that, you start typing names, and it will leave that person out of that update.
Wait, where's that one?
Okay, I have lost.
I love that.
So, let's start from the beginning,
I
right?
unfriended her.
Pull up your Facebook.
I unfriended her.
I don't care, just pick somebody's. Pull up your Facebook. Post it. So type a status. Hit next. Where's next? Mine's at the top right. Okay, so yours just says post. So you have to do, yours is right here. So wherever it says your list, so mine says next, but hers said right under update status, it had like a little drop-down menu. Will you show that to the camera too when you're done? Okay, so then it'll ask you who's seeing it. Select friends accept, and then it will ask you to type in names. So like I have someone that said something bad to me or bad about me to an agency that I was trying to do a surrogacy through. I think I know who that person is. So guess who doesn't get to see any of my surrogacy posts on Facebook anymore? That person. Because I really don't care for them and my business.
It doesn't come up a name when you type it though.
And she's related to my daughter.
She just goes on her. Oh my God.
No, not public. Friends accept.
Oh,
And then
oh,
accept.
okay, hold on. Hold the phone. When you want to, maybe. Oh, good. Don't have this up.
Yep. Friends accept. And just type those people's names in. Okay. So I kind of like that one too, because I know that there are a couple people on our team that feel like they're constantly battling that 1 or 2 people that just want to talk crap. And you know what? Like some people, I've had them happen to them. It's their family. It's them. It's really sad. But, you know, maybe they need to keep in contact for family reasons. I've got no family that's related to me. My family was in the state, so I keep them on there, but I don't want them to see my stuff. But
How do you make it so that the post you do on Facebook goes public?
get public. When you make the post, when you go to post it, there will be the privacy, like it'll say friends or it'll have a little. Okay, so I think for now the people here, if they're gonna have little questions, we're gonna do little one-on-ones real quick. But if anybody on the chat or stream have any questions, we're gonna give you like 5 seconds to type it out. You know, everybody's good. If you have additional questions or you feel like you're having a problem all the time about something, we'll figure it out together. Now the kids are being really loud, so thank you guys for sticking with it. If you feel like you're just totally not tech savvy still, get with one of your leaders and we'll get a little powwow together. I have a couple girls that couldn't make the training tonight. I don't know if they're training tonight. Come over, so just let me know. All right, we're done. Thank you, Dad.